Pronouncing 25 words in culinary terms. A la carte. A la carte. Separately priced item from a menu, not as part of a set meal. Al dente. Al dente. Cooked so it's still tough when beaten, often referring to a pasta. A point. A point. Cooking until the ideal degree of doneness, often referring to a meat as a medium rare. Acidulation. Acidulation. The process of making something acid or sour with lemon or lime juice. Aerate. Aerate. The process when dry ingredients pass through a stiffer and air is circulated through a changing the composition of the material, often referring to a flour. Aspect. Aspect. A dish in which ingredients are set into a gelatin made from a meat stock or consomme. Au gratin. Au gratin. A sprinkled with breadcrumbs and cheese, or both, and browned. Au juice. Au juice. With its own juices from cooking, often referring to a steak or other meat. Au poivre. Au poivre. Coated with loosely cracked peppercorns and then cooked, often referring to steak. Au sec. Au sec. The descriptor for a liquid which has been reduced until it's nearly dry, a process often used in sauce making. Bain-marie. Bain-marie. A container holding hot water into which a pan is placed for slow cooking, otherwise known as a water bath or double boiler. Barding. Barding. To cover a meat with a layer or fat, such as bacon, before cooking, effectively maintaining the moisture of the meat while it cooks to avoid overcooking. Baste. Baste. To pour juices or melted fat over meat or other food while cooking to keep it moist. Beurre blanc. Beurre blanc. A sauce made with butter, onions, and vinegar, usually served with seafood dishes. Bisque. Bisque. A thick, creamy soup with a base or strained broth of shellfish or game. Blanching. Blanching. To plunge into boiling water, remove after a moment, and then plunge into iced water to help the cooking process, usually referring to a vegetable or fruit. Braising. Braising. A combination cooking method that first sears the food at high temperature, then finish it in a covered pot at low temperature while sitting in some amount of liquid. Brining. Brining. The process of soaking meat in a brine or heavily salted water before cooking, similar to marination. Chiffonade. Chiffonade. Shredded or finely cut vegetables and herbs, usually used as a garnish for soup. Concasse. Concasse. To roughly chop raw or cook food by peeling, seeding, and chopping to make it ready to be served or combined with other ingredients, usually referring to tomatoes. Consommé. Consommé. A type of clear soup made from richly flavored stock that has been clarified, a process of using egg whites to remove fat. Confit. Confit. Meat cooked slowly in its own fat, usually referring to duck. Coring. Coring. To remove the central section of some fruits which contain seeds and tougher materials that is not usually eaten. Couscous. Couscous. A thick sauce made with fruit or vegetable puree used as a base or garnish. Croquette. Croquette. A small round roll of minced meat, fish, or vegetable coated with egg and breadcrumbs.